Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football, and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Michigan's return team didn't help matters out much there. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
It's loose. Well, it looks as if the defense got it.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing. Close and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll give it to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Back to pass, it's Swanson. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Illinois right back to the line. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown Illini. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Bennett. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines will line it up on first and 10. The aerial assault continues. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. He's looking to throw. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback, or you can call him running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
Just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Illinois lining up quickly. Back to throw. It's Swanson. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Forced out of the pocket. Quarterback gets enough. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get to your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes. Great job on the defender breaking the ball. Great interception.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Got out of trouble and throws. And the timing just a hair off. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds his tight end. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Got it! And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you got to love the effort. Selling out for that. Listen, it wasn't a deep pass down the field. It's a short pass, but great effort, laying out, good body control.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big thing. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend the short field from the start after that penalty. Offense set on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Comes out throwing on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. That last completion sets him up on second down. End off from the shotgun. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wants to throw. It's Swanson. Got his man down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Quarterback extends the play. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Il est très rapide, le quarterback adverse. Il a 90 en vitesse. C'est un peu chaud de le rattraper. En comparaison, Obi, il a 85 en vitesse. Mais non, pénalité sur ça, putain.
Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Powers forward. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But
he fires into traffic, intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Going to the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Illinois right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Swanson. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. The official says no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an
pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Bennett. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Stewart. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Dan Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open ball.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they go back on top. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Illinois lining up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Swanson. He makes the catch. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got his man on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to move.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air, it's Swanson. He's got it on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead.
Oh, they blocked the extra point.
And great job forcing the fumble. But here's the thing. I'm okay. If I make you earn it and don't give up those big plays and make you not get a penalty, not put the ball on the turf, I think that's what good defense is about. Great job by the defense, bowing their neck up, forcing the turnover.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll immediately call timeout. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. just enough time for one final play in this half. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the big house when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line is telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He's right on target. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Going to the running game. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Scrambling away. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field.
Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will give them the lead. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Illinois right back to the line. Back to throw. It's Swanson. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page. And you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on this.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Escapes the sack. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got the back of the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Strong, firm tackle.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quickly to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. yardage with that completion. Now second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thorne. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Hansen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but
he will score! Touchdown, Wolverine! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
no doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Swanson. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right in the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. He's loose. Touchdown to Illini. And once he got loose, it was all over. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. Oh, they blocked the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
I tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Illinois.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It's complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll go back to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
With that last touchdown, they remain. Say about this offense, one of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Swanson. coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on second down. Wide open downfield. All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Putain, les deux derniers matchs, la défense, waouh, elle est complètement à la ramasse. Ils sont à l'ouest, les gars.
That's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Trying to get to it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Finds a man on the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over in the 2-minute situation. Get it through first downs. Walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the offense. It's your turn.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Swanson. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.